Now, how'd that make you feel? Personally, I got a huge whiff of nostalgia immediately. I felt hard in every wrong and right sense possible. I should have worn my wetpants, god damn it. But, if you didn't know, this game is Plants vs. Zombies. PvZ is just one of those games that become an immediate classic, and has truly shown the test of time. Although recently they have felt some hardships and are losing their way just a tad bit, but that is more of a why question. But today, I could do something a little different. Welcome to How, my series where I look more into a single game instead of a big topic, like I do in Why with FNAF, as a series or the free-to-play formula, while still keeping the core concept of, hey, why does this thing do that? But instead looking more individually on how this game did this to whatever big or small thing. Obviously, if we're going to talk about PvZ1, we're going to have to go into the first big phase, which is history. PopCap was a small game team that was not doing the best. They haven't made it too big on any of their games, and their most popular game was Bejeweled, which was a game alright. Is this what it feels like to be old? George Fan came into frame like an angel making Insaniquarium, a game where you clicked on aliens and the fish killed them. So that wasn't gonna fly, so he decided, let's go and make a game in the tower defense genre as a sequel to Insaniquarium. That wasn't too cool either, so he decided, let's do plants, and instead of aliens, let's do zombies. And name it Zombotany. That was a dumb name, so how about Lawn of the Dead? That's an illegal name, so how about Bloom and Doom?
4 hours later.
Fuck it, Plants vs. Zombies. This game launched with the hardest soundtrack ever made by Laura Shigehara, and for demonstrative purposes, this is probably how the conversation of the soundtrack went. So just something simple and catchy. Just use the piano and make something that sounds pretty memorable.
Yeah, I could do something like that. Just give me a minute. And here. Are you crying?
No. Other than the angelic beats, this game redeveloped tower defense into a new format where your towers can get hurt, and this led to a slew of possibilities in enemy types and just in general gameplay. That simple concept, once launched, turned this into PopCap's biggest game ever, and won many awards, won to get 3 sequels, a couple side games, and 3 shooter games, with the help of EA of course. But that isn't relevant to this particular video. What is relevant would be Phase 2 gameplay. To start this stupid ass adventure, we're gonna need to do the most crucial step possible. Zombitar, go. I obviously had to start my adventure with the most crucial and important step possible. Zombitar. You basically just create your own zombie. It's dumb, it's stupid, I love it. I did wish that it would come back in PvZ 2. It isn't necessarily like the biggest thing ever. It's not like, you know, you're crying like, where the fuck is Zombitar? But it still is a cool and neat factor that is in this game. And of course I had to start out with this because this will become basically the punching bag for the next 50 levels. Okay, now seriously, let's begin this adventure. So, we begin our adventure with level 1, probably the perfect example of a beginner level. It is just perfect in every single way. You just start off by just having the most minimalistic of like lawn ever. One line just going through. You learn how to plant plants. You learn that sun is money. You learn that, you know, just don't let them fucking get in your house, and you're good, you're Gucci, you're great. It is refined by Sunflower, and the process keeps going on. These first couple levels do an amazing job just introducing you to this game. And I would also like to say now that, you know, I kind of enjoyed the music for some reason. You know, it's mid-music, obviously. Ugh. The composer in this, they're getting a segment of themselves, I'm just saying. It makes me absolutely wild. I'm fiending! Sorry. I curb stomped my way through these levels, getting Cherry Bomb with ease, and also my boy Johnny. Get in there. But then, the challenge came. The lawn, it's full. But if I'm being honest, to be honest, it wasn't really that hard still. I got so, like, it got so easy that I just started talking about videos of its sister franchise, Garden Warfare, and what I could do with that. I mean, I guess I could do a Y kind of looking at the whole series of Garden Warfare since, you know, it started with Garden Warfare 1, peaked at Garden Warfare 2, and absolutely slammed down to blazing and untimely death with BFN. Then we got the most crucial plant ever, the shovel, and then played bowling. The fuck is this game? We got our next plant, which was the potato mine, probably one of my favorite plants in the game, just because you can use it so well early on to stall the zombies and build up your defense. And we also got one of the most awesome parts about this game, enemy types, like the pole vaulter, which is our first. Even though it's pretty easy, I still love it to death. The game even recognized the amount of ass kicking I was about to do with the potato mine and tried to stop me. The fuck was that? After that little hiccup, I went straight back onto the action, getting Snow Pea, basically a copy and paste of Pea Shooter, just, you know, slowy. And then Chomper, something that I will be definitely using in max. Anyways. Other than that, we got Buckethead, the tankiest bitch alive. Basically, he's just an improvement of Conehead. The only reason why I even bring him up is because he's so much more tanky. Like you need like an insta-kill if you want like late into the match. Next we got Repeater, basically just combining the might of two Pea Shooters together into one tile, making it a perfect menagerie of fucking bullshit. And then we got invited to the boss wave. That's fun. I love the boss waves. They basically just are perfect. 1-9 is more of just a, you know, the big slammer where you're actually, you know, being tested by how good you are by throwing everything that they've thrown at you so far, maybe some more. While the boss wave makes that 10 times worse, but also gives you so much more to make it a lot more fun, a lot more chaotic. It is great. And 1-9, I'm the best. Did anyone doubt me? Only myself. So before we begin on the night, I want to go back and look through day and just kind of break it down. I think this first world does a great job just introducing you to how this game works. You learn how to plant, you learn what sun does, you learn how to dig up stuff. You get a lot of the most needed plants, like cherry bomb, potato mine, sunflower, the pea shooters. Of course, some dull fucking never see the light of day again. Chopper! But it gives you things that you will need for the rest of your journey. I feel like if I wasn't playing this for like fucking maybe like my 4th time, I'm not sure. I know I played a lot when I was younger. I would just be absolutely immediately getting stuff. Yes, I'd have a lot more, you know, testing. Like I test what Chomper does because I don't know what it does. I would realize, oh hey, it's shit, which is a part of this game's charm. Like once you get past 6 plants, you start to actually think about like, how should I do this? What is the best stuff? How should I go throughout this? It is a great intro stage, and it is so nostalgic. But of course, we need to go to the night. We are immediately introduced into Puff's room, so integral that Crazy Dave himself says, yo, this shit good. And he does not lie, because it's probably one of the most busted plants in the game. And if you don't know why, you know, just you know, hear that word free ringing through your head, and then, you know, you're like, oh yeah, that's true. Because it's free basically means you just always have offense. You always have just something where you can just put there. Night also gives you new disadvantages like no more sun. You also get gravestones, which, you know, will, you know, eventually rise the dead on the final wave, which is a mild inconvenience that can be, you know, washed away with one of the plants that are coming up. And it's just a very, like, it especially brings in a lot of the most iconic zombies. The plants here, there are definitely a few key ones that we'll go into. None that are as iconic as some of these zombies, which we will get into once we encounter them. So in the first level, we have not only newspaper zombies, which go, you know, burr, but we also have, of course, the new gimmick with graves appearing, you know, the dead just do be shambling. And then afterwards, you know, you just go in, get out, you know, get yourself a sunshroom that you'll never use. It is technically not a half bad plant, but it's like, it isn't worth it for the build-up cost. You're losing out on sun while you're waiting on it to actually grow. You can get more down, but it's not really that worth it. The journey continues, and we even, you know, discussed, you know, the name of this series, and I haven't found out what I think the final draft is. I'm thinking about maybe calling it like How. I wanted to be just as dumb as why. Nextly, we got Fume Shroom. Basically, just you hit them all. The fumes go through all the zombies, doing all damage throughout. It also is a perfect counter to the Screen Door zombie, which is a very bulky zombie. I want to say around a bug head, but only on the front. If you have a fume shroom or later on a catapult zombie, you can go straight through that. Nextly, we got Gravebuster as well. I was so happy that I just had to sing, you know, a little tune. We got Gravebuster. Gonna bust some graves, Gravebuster. Make a grave mistake, Gravebuster. After that incredible display, we went along our way. Crazy David gave us a nice little gift, an extra seat slot, and we just went on our way. Gravebuster in layman's terms just busts graves. As it says, it does what it states. For 75 suns, it goes away as long as it don't get eaten, because it does have a bit of a, you know, a nom nom period where it can be destroyed. But of course, you know, only a dumbass would do that, you know. I didn't do that once, I swear. I was kind of tangent off into my less favorable of videos. Of course, as everyone has seen, it doesn't matter how popular you are. If you play a slide game, apparently 4,000 fucking views! Sorry. After that, we got the almanac, you know, basically just our know-how of, you know, the plants and zombies. You can go there and read descriptions about what they do, extra fun little facts and whatnot. And then we went to play my favorite game mode, Whack-A-Zombie. What the fuck is this game? Let's go. Come on, keep out the pressure. I'm gonna give you the mic tap fizzle. Flow like a butterfly, thing like a bear. Come on. Nextly, they gave us Hypno Shroom, basically our, you know, go-to, you know, thing when you want to just say F that thing with the BS there about a show. Oh, and BS it is. Of course, they're sending, you know, the pause demon. Let's go. To be honest, all you really need for this part is... Damn it, it did happen again. But of course, more commonly known enemy, the All-Star. Basically, the tankiest bitch ever with speed galore. It can eat through your defenses in an instant, and just runs down at like an absolute track star. And of course, you know, apparently is a silent killer. She a track star. I don't have shit for that. Holy! Oh, thank God! I just forgot about that. I just watched him come in fully prepared to get fucked for some reason. And so I barely shambled through that wave, getting kind of close to death, you know. Only like, you know, a second away. I defeated it and got myself Scaredy Shroom. Scaredy Shroom is basically a pea shooter, but a little fucking bitch. If zombies get close, it hides, but it can hit things from all ranges, which makes it better than most of the shrooms that we've gotten so far. Funsies. Wrong. And I wasted that sun. See, I love it when I don't ever fucking think! But even with my special ass, I still somehow make it through and get Ice Shroom. I don't use this one that much often either, kind of same thing as Sun Shroom. It's just not enticing at all. It's a one use, you freeze all zombies on screen, bada bing, bada boom. Now that was the end of the first stream, but I said screw it, and every single time I stopped working, I went on and played this game, so I'm gonna get increasingly more tired throughout this whole process. What up, guys? Welcome back to Beats vs. Zombies. I mean, Plants vs. Zombies, so fuck. With 2A, we also get a new threat. That being my boy Billie Jean and or the Disco Zombie, which, you know, except for being jazzy as fuck and brings some killer-ass tunes, also brings up 4 backup dancers that continuously come back, making him a real threat, and you immediately want to get him out of the field if possible. Like, can I have to... Holy shit. He's getting jazzy. Oh no, he's getting jazzy! Come on. Move! Do it. Thriller your ass back there. Come on, make it snappy. Thank ya. Go. No. Okay, yeah. Give me some people. Come on. Hee hee, your way out of here. What the bitch? I feel like for this next plant, it's best if I let my stream self describe him to you. My baby. Oh, my baby. Doomshroom, come here. Come here, kissy. Mwah. I feel like it's only right that I give you a demonstration of why he deserves all this love. The sauce, they not ready for this sauce. Oh, I had to get up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Men hold! Oh, I don't care. Spawn some more. Add fuel to the flame. And... with that glorious finish, we get our next invite to the final wave. This one, of course, my favorite, since you get, you know, my favorite bitch, Doomshroom. How the fuck? Iron Man? Hello? Like, no. Fucking Captain America over here just blitzing straight through it. Told you to leave this place, old man. Yeah, it works. See, my only problem with this final stage is that black bitch over there called Doomstream. He shouldn't be that busted. There wasn't even a challenge there. It was just gone. And so, night ends. Night to me was more or less the perfect tutorial version 2. It showed you things like how they can starve you of sun, and more importantly, shrooms. Shrooms which can be free, cheap, and awesome, but only at night, because that is when they give you the most minimal of resources. This one also showed you something new. Yes, you had the pole vaulter in day, but at night you actually have challenging zombies that really show you how they can really challenge you. Disco Zombie is the jazziest bitch around. Pole vaulter turned into All-Star and you're absolutely pissing yourself. And Screen Door is surprisingly annoying. This is a perfect introduction to the game. I feel like levels 1 and 2 are so fast, so easy, that they do kind of, you know, section themselves as the tutorial levels. Yes, they do have some challenging features like gravestones, but like, it's gravestones. All to say, the challenge finally begins with the pool. Oh, sweet sun rays! I missed you. I missed you so badly. Absolutely mollywop that one, getting squashed as a reward. A great plant that is a single use. You put it on one and say basically, fuck you, All-Star. That's it, bada bing, bada boom. And for even extra clearance, Crazy David gave me a new seed slot. Oh, you shouldn't have. I didn't have to pay 5 fucking grand for it. Thanks. Now, this might sound, I don't want to say nerdy or whatnot, but it makes, you know, yeah, nerdy as fuck. But I actually think I learned a lot of my fucking plants because of this goddamn game. Like, I don't think I would know what a fucking squash is. Like, fucking, like squash. I wouldn't know what cattail was. Like, I wouldn't know half of my like plants if it wasn't for this stupid, dumb little stupid game. And that is more PvZ too, because there's a lot more. But like, it's like I wouldn't know what an Endurian would be. Dragon fruit. As you saw, we got 3-peater. Basically, same concept as a repeater, but kind of spreads it out. You get 3 pea shooters, but they go through 3 different lanes. It's okay only on pool levels because there are 6 lanes instead of 5. But even then, it's mediocre at best. I would still always choose a repeater in every lane than a bunch of 3-peaters. I wouldn't just use it. I'd be dumb for that. And of course, we also got Snorkel Zombie. Got kind of a highlight of the level. They submerge, they, you know, Dr. Disrespect you, and then they leave. Well, they don't leave, they keep going, but you know, same thing. Next, we got Tangled Kelp, and Tangled Kelp is great against snorkels and dolphin divers. See, basically what it does is it stays there, and once someone gets near it, it drags down to the pits of hell. You know, as you do. What is wrong with you, this bipolar piece of shit headset? I'm low! No, you're not! Well, you might be, I actually don't know. Never want to charge. But the moment I charge you don't charge. See, you gonna charge? Okay. See, I wish it could last a bit longer, man. It's not fair. Okay. It's not fair that I see my guy coming in and I'm like, yeah, my boy. And then he legitimately dusted away like Thanos himself came and snapped him out of existence. Let's ponder. Will he last more? Didn't think so. Boys. I shed a tear for my Zombitar. And defeated the wave. With that, we got Crazy David's car keys, and basically that we can get new plant add-ons. You can kind of sprinkle this magic shit on top of the plant, and they become even better. And you know, you get other kinds of mowers and whatnots. A lot of crazy extra thingies, mostly for the Zen Garden, but that's a different thing entirely. Also, we got another special wave. Yippee! What is it? Small fucking zombies. What the fuck is this? Level out of the way, we make our way to our next plant, Jalapeno, which is just, you know, jalapeno. You place it down, the whole lane goes bye-bye. This is the perfect counter to our next big bad, which is the Zamboni. It comes along the field pretty tanky, lays down ice for its bobsleds, but if you use a jalapeno, it can just go all the way. But if you don't like the idea of jalapeno, you also have our next plant, Spike Rock, which basically just, you place it, and if any zombies step over it, it hurts them. It also pops any tires that come into contact with it. Now, this next level should have been easy, where some dumbass brought no potato mine, my baby, and fucking 3-peter. Wait, why'd I bring 3-peter? Why'd I bring 3-peter? Oh my god. I made an oopsie. No, these are the points that make me realize I'm not just human. Like, I feel like throughout my life, I've slowly but surely, like, devolved from humans. Like, I've evolved into a different race below. I didn't bring potato mine! That's like my strat! Oh no, wait, actually. Wait, I wasn't paying attention, oh no! God, this is such a struggle. Like, I'm sweating from PvZ. It's not a good look on me, I'm just saying. Like, I can't die from the child game, right? Like, this child's game can't defeat me. After narrowly defeating that one and somehow finding a use for 3-peter, we get our next plant, Torchwood. This one basically, as peas go through it, it doubles their damage. They give it a splash. It's good. It's awesome. It's amazing. But the bad part, the new zombie here is the dolphin diver. I'll have myself explain this one. Oh, it came to fruition. After nearly shitting my pants, I started talking about the legitimacy of dolphin diver as a occupation, and chat for some reason fought over me with it. I wonder though, like, do people do that? Do people actually like, ride dolphins? Cause like he has like a suit on, so I was just like assuming that like there are people who like ride dolphins or whatnot. But like now that I think about it, I don't think anyone does do that. Professional dolphin rider. Oh, that is there? I'm being serious. I've never heard of one, but someone is wearing it and they have a uniform, okay? Don't make me look like I'm stupid. Eventually, I did get some solace on this question, though. Damn. I want to... Wait, it's actually a thing. They're also a professional dolphin jerker. Fucking dumbass. You doubted me and my intellect? 3-9 comes quite fast, and we get Talna to make it better. Basically, just plays down and says no to anything that tries to go over it, aka pole vaulter and or dolphin rider, my two biggest enemies, thank god. So basically for this boss wave, we basically have Talna, okay, lily pads needed, spike rocks, okay, tangle kelp, oh I like this, squash, jalapeno, oh, love you, torchwood, fuck this, yes, and 3-peter. What? Now even with that, was it difficult? That's pretty easy. Oh, wait, stop right there. We have to talk about the pool now. Pool to me was basically just harder. Night and Day provided a great tutorial, a great intro setup to what was going to become a bigger game, while Pool actually made that difficult. It brought in zombies that actually challenged you. You had to immediately get rid of the Zamboni. The fucking Dolphin Rider could fuck your day up if you weren't paying attention, and yada yada. Without the extra crutches, aka the Doom Shrooms, the Hypno Shrooms. You did have some things like Jalapeno that did make it easier, but those were a lot more expensive, a lot more cooldown heavy, and to be honest, just not as good. Pool to me is PvZ. It is actually a game. While those first two worlds were more of tutorials, showing you night, day, extra mechanics, blah blah blah, this is purely just, this is the game. Adds in a gimmick with the pool, doesn't give you a chance to do anything, just shows you this is what we're gonna do. And with the next one, it just amps it up to 11, making it even more annoying, showing more things that it can do just to say, screw you, that being the fog. With a new world, we get a new plant, that being the sea shroom. Close to its partner puff shroom, except not good at all. It does the same thing, same damage, blah blah blah. But why would you use that over the puff shroom when it takes about a year to respawn? Yes, you get something for the water lanes that are pretty easy. That's just about it. We also get a new zombie, that being Jack-in-the-Box zombie. He's not really that impressive. He almost will never really pose much of a threat, but if you do let him get close, he can be deadly. Holy, get him, please! Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Breeze through that level getting Plantern. What the, huh? Is it useful? Enough said. But then, after breezing through the level, we got Cactus, which is something as well. Until we got Blover, it's our only thing that can get rid of balloons. Balloons being bitches, as you can see there. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. The bed. The fucking bed. Oh. Theory isn't a terrible plant. It does get rid of the balloons, which is a major threat and can easily end your game. But every other way of killing them is better. Like this one, the new plant, Blover. It blows away them, easily, quick, done. You don't even need to care about where it is, and the fog as well, making it a, oh, such, just look. When I said Shroom is basically pea shooter, but a little fucking bitch. Yeah, that nearly killed me this level, because Dolphin Diver, even if it's a real thing, is not giving me a fucking break. Fuck off. Here as well. Okay. Oh, it's taking forever. Like, I'm kind of calm now. I just used Doomstream. I just used perfect fucking mistake. After the living embodiment of disappointment somehow got through 4-4, we got a taco. We give it to Crazy Dave. He gives us 1,000 because he's crazy. And we also pick up a plant. Oh, I get cattail. Yes. Next, we play Vase Breaker. You know, at this point, I don't know how it's supposed to correlate between plants and zombies at this point, but I guess it does. But I do have a plan. This game requires a bunch of intelligence, skill, and diligence. So basically, the strategy is and there we go. See, Basebreaker is okayly difficult when you don't have the lawnmowers. That's the real reason why it is as easy as it is. Without them, who cares? Not too bad. You know, a good old challenge. But for defeating Vasebreaker, we got Split Pea. Yeah, weird. Pea shooter in front, repeater in back. There won't be a stupidly dumb, stupid zombie that'll, you know, need this weird gimmicky plant. But I did sort of get off topic and start talking about the concept of YouTube pedophilia as a science, as wild as that sounds. Like, I do, like, want to, like, is there, like, a science to why, like, to why, like, YouTubers have, like, such a high frequency of pedophilia? So, something about the site just, like, makes people want it. And it's so, like, fascinating, because it cannot be just a coincidence. I refuse to believe that. Topic, what the miner does is it comes up behind you, Doctor disrespects you, and try to fuck out of there. Now, with my two cattail bodyguards, it, you know, they stand no chance, but still watch out for them. After that, we breeze through the level, getting Starfruit as our reward. This is like one of the first plants where I'm like, I don't know how I feel. I know it's a good plant. I've seen people absolutely pop off about it, but I just never gotten it because you have to play really weirdly with it, very spammy. I don't like it like other ones that are more consistently throughout every lane, but I know it's good, so I won't dog on my boy. I want everyone to go back and just think about the zombies we have encountered so far. We have encountered Jack-in-the-Box zombies, miners, and balloon zombies. Basically, Cattail here just decimates every single one of them. Jack-in-the-Boxes aren't a threat, period. Balloons are popped immediately from them. Miners you can just hit back in. Legit, every single way, Cattail just is made to screw over the fog. It makes Cactus, the only good part about Blover, and Split Pea useless. Afterwards, we did get Pumpkin, which is a phenomenal plant. If you're gonna go for defense, I would choose this one. You just place it right on top of your offense, and there you go, it's protected. It's so much better than any Johnny because of just the fact that it's just on there. We also got our next zombie, and a surprisingly annoying one, the Pogo Zombie. I didn't know if he was gonna go, oh no, before I got a chance to actually live. Oh, no. Okay, well, it's over. I did not hear the ba-boing. I did not hear that at all. I need to get the fucking Pogo on this. Now. He's alive? He's the bottom! But now I have the answer in Magnet Shroom. Basically, it just takes in every single metal object you can think of. It is a really good, really easy option just to say, screw it, I don't want that bughead, screw it, I don't want the dragon box, screw it, I don't want that minor pogo stick, blah, blah, blah. It is great. As it happens, when cattails are lined wall to wall, it kind of creates a effect, one of called pegging, where you just fuck them from behind, real nice and good. Speaking of pegging, this boss wave could be pegging me. Now, all the boss waves from, 1 to 3 were all pretty similar. It was a conveyor belt, it gives you the plants from the world, you're good to go. But this one actually kind of spices up. And Fog, instead of just keeping it as it was, it actually gives you all those plants, all those zombies and whatnot, but also makes a new gimmick with the rain. The rain, which cuts off your vision momentarily every once in a while. So you get it for a bit, it's dark for a bit. Get it for a bit, it's dark for a bit. Making it hard to actually keep a consistent and fluid setup, while also making it increasingly hard to just know where are things coming from. Like, a balloon could just fuck you because you can't see where it is and you didn't see it when the light was up for 1 second. It is a cool gimmick that actually works to enhance the gameplay and make a boss wave that is semi-challenging. No boss waves, to my eyes, are challenging, but this one at least does something that makes it feel harder and more unique and a bit more stressful. But then we got Cabbage Pole, which segues into the roof. Now, before we do that, we need to talk about Fog. Fog, in my opinion, was just night. It was like night today, where Pool to Fog is just intrinsically harder, but even then, in my opinion, a downgrade. The plants you get here are a lot of mez, except for Pumpkin, Magnet Shroom, and Starfruit. The rest are just either to bad. The zombies were actually pretty good. Balloon zombie, miners, pogo stick, all really fun, and a couple that were really challenging. Jack in the Boxes sucked, I've said this enough. But the Fog, the main gimmick, just isn't good. I'll be honest. It is barely a cripple. At least with things like gravestones, it at least makes a challenge if you aren't on top of it. It at least can screw you over sometimes, especially when you're earlier on in the game. The Fog just doesn't really do that. Like, just because you're blind doesn't mean you can't still put defense there. It does not change a thing, which is why I don't really like the gimmick too much. It still keeps the pool's gimmick of the zombies come from the pool, which is pretty annoying, but it's like, you're just swapping spit at that point, who cares? It's still a good and fun world with a lot of good. I just think there's a lot to it that really is just undermined and isn't really developed in a way that, in my opinion, makes it as good as the other worlds. Especially, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the second best, to Pool, Roof. The Roof, in my opinion, is the most different out of all of the 5 worlds. You get this weird slanted kind of design in the roof, where on these ones you can plant any of the straight shots, the pea shooters, the mushrooms, anything, and it's fine. But on these ones you can only use the catapults. The catapults being the new plant type, that type lobbing over zombies, giving some cool interactions with like the screen doors and whatnot, but most importantly can go over that slanted style. With that, we also have pots, because for some reason you can plant on a lily pad, but planting on a roof makes no sense, obviously. So you have to plant the pot to actually give you a spot there. It's another way that they make this last one a lot more difficult and a lot more, gives you less sun to breathe. We also get one new zombie with its first level, that being the bungee zombie. It's a reoccurring threat throughout the entire world, probably the most annoying out of all of them. It comes down and either at the end of the world, kind of like a gravestone or whatnot, just throws a zombie in the middle, a couple of them at that, or usually around the flag, it will pin on a specific plant or pot and will take it. With this level, we got the flower pot. Basically, the flower pots, what we've been using to actually plant on the roof, but now we can replace them in case they did go away, kind of like the lily pad. We also got Crazy Dave's shop, which now has a couple of fun new things. I personally got the roof mowers, just so I had some extra defense, just in case I screwed up. I think it'd be best if I just go and thwomp his ass. The thwomp. Do it, do it, do it. I just thought about it. Is the fucking squash just like one big head and that's just his butt chin? Finally, we get our next catapult, that being Kernel Pole, or the Butter Boy himself. Basically, he lobs kernels at them, doing less damage than the Cabbage Pole, but can also pretty frequently also lob butter. This butter stops the zombie completely and makes sure any zombie is done for. In my opinion, way better than the Cabbage Pole, because it is worse than a pea shooter because of how much slower it attacks, while the catapult does give you an incentive by the stopping power. It makes sure that any zombie just add the copying is simple. Place it on any shrooms and they will wake up. That means that you can actually use the shrooms during daytime. They are a bit more expensive because of it. I'm kind of ashamed. I think we could use another layer of corn, but more importantly, we defeated this wave with little interruptions and got our next thing, which was Zen Garden. Zen Garden is really integral if you wanted to play through the full game, getting all the achievements and whatnot. It's a big part of Crazy Dave's shop and a part of the growing wisdom tree, which is something, alright. But we defeat that, going into a level that we were going to hate. Enough of that, it's time to defend your house. I have to warn you, you're going to hate this next level. You know, the game itself is telling you you're going to hate this shit. Oh, and he's right. We're going to hate it. You want to know why? Because of not the bungees, they make it a bit harder. The fucking chompers are our only defense, offense, whatever you want to call it. And guess what? That means we have nothing, absolutely nothing, because by the time they're done chewing, everything is out of the way, everything is done. It doesn't matter. The zombies have already ate my brain 3 times over somehow. Okay. Oh, thank you. I did not know I was in there. Oh no, fuck. Chill! Just do your job. Yeah, before he's done, I'll fucking die of old age, so I need you to quickly do that. And easy. Garlic. Garlic, basically, if they bite on the garlic, they'll go boy, and then go to a different lane, whether it be right or left. So it is basically just your one-stop shop into making sure that zombies can't come near you. It's good for some strats like Gloomstream, but most of them aren't really the best with it. It can be an early game just so you can have a bit of help, so you can file them into specific lanes that have more offense, but by the end you would want every lane to be full anyways. Catapult Zombie basically just, he lobs stuff to the back, which isn't that good. Usually that's your sunflower, so if they go down you can just replace them. It's annoying, but who cares? And even then, he isn't the tankiest from how he looks, so you aren't usually going to be that much of a threat with him around. Like, the hope would be that I don't take too long of a nap, but I don't know. I got like 3 hours of... See, how, senorita? May I ask, please, do I put a potato mine where a non-existent zombie is? One that doesn't even exist. Leaf Umbrella in concept is pretty cool. You put it down and a 3x3 area is basically just secured. No catapults, no bungees can go and F your day up. But in execution, I don't really care too much for it. Bungees might be worth it, but the problem is having those holes in your offense sucks. And even put them in the back with the sunflowers doesn't always help to the most. So using up a seed slot isn't always really that necessary. I'm gonna absolutely cream it.
What did he say?
Okay. Ooh, damn. Butter, butter, please, butter, 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 mother. I hate you! Oh, he's dead! 3 in a row! Sorry. I'm fine. I don't care. I didn't need that 200, son. No, I'm sorry. Should have bothered. Finish him off, come on. It is Marigold, you stink! That welcome edition is called Marigold. Basically sunflower, but produces money, coins, whatever you want to call it. It's terrible. You will need it if you want to get like a lot of money for some reason or another, but in this, we don't really need it. But I do have a question. Have you seen my big man? That would be the Gargantuar. The Gargantuar is probably the hardest enemy in all of PvZ. Basically, it's just tanky as fuck. It can insta-kill anything, including both the pot as well, so you don't even have to do it multiple times. No walnuts can stop it. It can throw an imp punt, and just to kill it, you need 2 insta-kill items, like Cherry Bomb, Jalapeno, Potato Mine, Squash. He is tanky. Luckily for all of our hard work, we actually get something. Melon Pole, the best catapult. It does splash damage, a lot of damage, and just fucking rocks. It does cost a lot of sun, 300, but catapult or not, it is the best plant, period base. Now we are on 5-9, which is, in my opinion, the hardest level in the game. Even harder than the final boss fight, as much as I'm gonna hype it up. It has a lot of things that like necessarily aren't annoying on themselves, but together really just slam you. So just watch and see. You get the sauce now, boy. Oh, that guy might actually be a bit of a threat. Stop, thank you. Come on, hurry. 50, come on. Hurry. More, hurry, hurry, please, 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 please. Oh my god, hurry. Come on, come on. Hurry. Please. Fuck. Ah, I forgot you do both in one. Here you are. And that's annoying. I think I'm going to just put you there. That should be able to finish him off in time. He's scrawny enough. Oh my Jesus, I did it. Like, that was genuinely, like, stressful. Like, I don't think a single level, other than the time that I forgot that when I accidentally brought 3-peater, has ever actually stressed me out. Period. Because this game isn't that hard. Like, it's a stupid baby game. And now we have our final fight. Dr. Edgar Zambos. I'll let the boss fight speak for itself. Now, that was kind of portraying it as being a bit more serious, but it isn't too hard. It does throw some curveballs at you, like when like it throws down the van or when it brings down the bungees. It can screw you over, but many times they give you so many outs with the freeze shrooms and the jalapenos where you can just easily get out of any harm's way. But that was the adventure. Phase 3, game modes. Okay, so how long have we done this? And holy 40 what? So to prevent this video from going past an hour, I'm just gonna go and quickly slam through these 3 game modes and kind of explain it to you. Real quick and simple. So let's take it from the top down. First with mini games. Mini games are basically just mini games. Like the ones that you had on all the 1, 5, 2, 5, etc. It is a random game mode that just changes up the formula in a huge or small way. I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite and or most interesting mini games. Starting with Zombani. Zombani is a very simple concept, changing the heads of the zombies into plants. This gives you a very cool gimmick that leads to some really interesting outcomes. In the beginning, it's just, pea shooters and walnuts, nothing special. But when you go into Zombani 2, you have things like squashes, jalapenos, and tall nuts that really make you think, holy shit, this is difficult. Next, let's do our weird ones. Firstly being Begooled. Begooled is basically just Candy Crush. That is literally it. You match up 3 plants, you get 75/5 matches, you're done. There's also Begooled Twist, which just does it in a weird way that makes me just want to spam it and just hope and pray, because I'm not sure what it wants me to do. Our other weird game mode was Zomboquarium. Zomboquarium basically is just, I don't even know. You feed the zombies, they produce sun. You produce not enough sun, you can either buy more zombies or win the level. It's something alright. Now back into some more serious game modes, which this one would be Portal Combat. Portal Combat is a really unique game mode where there are 2 sets of portals that are aligning the field, and what you need to do is you need to place your defense in a way to where the portals and your defense are correctly hitting the enemies, making sure that they die, blah blah blah. It's a really cool one in my opinion, just because of like how you have to like think through it. It's a lot more unique in that sense. Lastly, I want to talk about Last Stand. Last Stand, you are given a set amount of sun, and you have to make a defense with that and hold. You get some more sun after each flag, but not enough to really up your defense. This is one of the more cool concepts, just because of like it's basically taking survival, a different game with that we're gonna talk about, and really just straining you. This one was actually the place where I actually lost, I think once or twice, just because you really have to like make a defense that is like compact yet really works well. I did complete all the mini games. In my opinion, the mini games are the best part about the extra game modes, and in my opinion, they all deserve their own little snippet and whatnot. But for the sake of time and in my opinion the sake of the video, I feel like it's best to taper it off there and go on to Puzzle, our next step. Puzzle is legitimately just mini games but upscaled. They take two mini games, one being Vase Breaker and the other one being iZombie. Vase Breaker, we already had in the actual adventure. You just break the vases, zombies come out, and then you have to plant the defense for the unknown zombies, unknown plants, whatever. You don't know what's gonna come, but you have to try your best to survive. The other one is iZombie. iZombie, in my opinion, is a lot more cool and unique. It takes you into the viewpoint of the zombies. You have to plant the zombies, or get your spawn them. I don't know how you would plant a zombie, but you do with sun that you have to get from the sunflowers, and then depending on like what zombies you get, you have to like formulate a strategy to get to the end of all 5 of the lanes and win. Puzzle is really cool and unique, just because it kind of just gives you an upscaled version of the mini games. In my opinion, mini games are better just because it gives you a lot more variety and a lot more to chew on, and some of those, in my opinion, deserve to be more in the puzzle side, like Zombani, like Last Stand. Lastly, survival. Survival, in my opinion, is probably the least interesting out of the lot, but also the most engaging. In survival, it is pretty simple. You pick your plants, you go and you defeat a flag, and then you go back, pick out some more plants. You can pick out the same if you still need them. You can also go and get new plants if you want to kind of upscale your defense. It's really cool to think it out over those 5 flags, and Endless especially, you can do some pretty crazy shit. I don't even know what to call that. Survival, in my opinion, is the most boring out of a gameplay aspect, but in a strategy aspect is probably the most fun. That would be all the game modes. In my opinion, minigames are the best, but it's kind of a toss-up between puzzles and survival. Personally, I think survival has a lot more replayability and fun to it, but the puzzles are still great and give a very different gameplay aspect that can be appreciated. And finally, we're done. There are other things like the Zen Garden and the shop that are noteworthy, but if I go through that, I might just have a headache. Plus, we're getting closer to an hour than I'd like, so we're gonna go to my last phase, final thoughts. PvZ to me is an instant classic. From its inception till now, it has managed to always hold a special place in mine and many people's hearts. Even when I was dead tired from work, I couldn't help but play through the game with anything but joy. Its groundbreaking gameplay of the towers actually being able to be destroyed, its linear but amazing setup, adventure, and even the side modes make this game a treat to go back and play. All with one of my favorite compositions in gaming. At the end of all of my how videos, I want to rank the game for no particular reason. Only from my personal enjoyment of the game, the genuine genius of the game, and a fuck ton of bias. And what a way to start off, because PvZ is a 10 out of 10 masterclass in tower defense. Thank you all for watching my first installment of How, where I play through a game explaining the journey of the game, creation, and how I personally feel about that game, while trying to give you as much enjoyment as possible. If you have any suggestions or things you like or disliked about the video, leave it in the comments. And if you liked my video or just me for some reason, consider subscribing. It would make my day. And until next time, see ya.